using timeline therapy. Sandra, you ready to get rid of your phobia? Is it all right with your unconscious mind for you to get rid of your phobia today and for you to be aware of it consciously? Great, come on up.
Give her
a
a hand.
Yeah, we'll hold the chair.
Hey.
Now, Adriana and I are going to do this together. You're all set. Now, let me ask you a question. This is a phobia. What is it? What kind of phobia is it?
Of flying.
Of flying.
Yes.
And how do you know that you are phobic of flying?
When I sit down,
Yeah?
that's when I start to feel sick.
Can you do it now? Can you
feeling it.
Oh, you're feeling it now?
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you. The interesting thing about a phobia is, you know, that you don't forget about it.
Well,
I mean, because you get on an airplane, right?
Yes.
I mean, you're not flying like Superman, no?
no.
Oh, okay. So when you get on an airplane, you don't ever forget to do this, do you?
Never.
Wow.
It never happened, not even once, to forget about it.
Because I got on an airplane and I forgot to ask for my meal and I didn't get it. You know, I forgot.
It started 25 years ago.
25 years ago. Good for you. So that's something you haven't forgotten about in 25 years. Now, the good news about that is, because you learned this so quickly, it's going to be easy for you to learn to how not to do it, how to forget it. Yeah? Okay, so I'm tempted to just use negative emotions #1 for this phobia. So you're good at this phobia, right? And you know that when you can't feel it anymore, it'll be gone, right?
Yes.
Good. All right, so you're going to stay in above the timeline, way up in the air, right? When we do this? Good. On page 26 of your manual, it says, the first thing it says is, use negative emotions #1 first. Most phobias that I've done respond extremely well to negative emotions #1. So
Phobias are based on fear. And in fact, a phobia is a major fear reaction to an outside stimulus, or maybe inside stimulus.
a phobia is simply a fear-based response, yeah? So we're going to see how this responds to negative emotions #1, first of all, and probably it'll disappear. So let's see what happens. So Sandra, what was the first event, the very first time you ever felt fear? Not the first time you felt a phobia, but the first time you ever felt fear, the root cause of which, if we disconnected it, would allow all the fear from your past to disappear. If you were to know, was it before, during, or after your birth?
Before.
In the womb or before?
In the womb.
In the womb. Excellent. What month?
3.
3. Good, good, good. Okay, so trusting your unconscious mind, and I know you do, why don't you just go ahead and float up above your timeline and go back in the past, all the way back to position #1 with regards to that very first event in 3 months in the womb. And remaining above your timeline, just go all the way back so you're facing in the past, the events below you and in front of you. You can tell me when you're there. Good. Now let's go right to position #2. So in position #2, you're looking straight down on the event. Good. And as you're looking straight down on the event, the question is, what was it you needed to have learned from this event, the learning of which will allow you to let go of the fear easily and effortlessly. You can preserve those learnings so that if you need them in the future, they'll be there. Did you get any learnings? Good. Good. So now let's go back to position 3. It's remaining well above the timeline. Go back to position 3. So the event's below you and in front of you. You're looking toward now. And the question is now, where's the fear? It's gone. Good. Let's go down inside and test. So right down inside your little body at the time, 3 months in the womb. Just float right down inside and notice if the fear's there or has it disappeared.
It's gone.
It's gone. Good job. Okay. So come on back up to position 3, if you would. Good job. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to come back to now above your timeline. As you come back to now above your timeline, I'd like you to, anywhere there was fear, to let it go. if there's any new learnings, I'd like you to get those and preserve those.
Just stop in position number 3 in regards to the event where you need to get new learnings and allow those learnings to be preserved by the unconscious mind, a special place reserved for such learnings so that they, in the future, if you need them, they'll be there for you, they'll act as resources.
And do that all the way back to now.
Okay, welcome back. How's it going?
That was very good. That was fast.
Yep, very fast.
You're good at this. Excellent. Now, I'm wondering, as I sit here thinking about it, what was the problem?
Flying.
Flying. How do you feel about flying now?
I feel good.
You feel good?
Like I'm not going to die.
Oh, good for you. Now, here's what I'd like to test. Because, I mean, imagine how quickly that is to get rid of a phobia. Now, let's just test. Because any time in the past where you used to know you could feel fear. Because you were good at this, right?
Okay.
You were an excellent, what would you say? Fear person. So,
It's amazing because nearly every second flight, something happens, even coming on, flying here.
sure.
There was smoke coming out of the air conditioning, and we had to turn
That's
back.
just, oh yeah?
So I'm really good at attracting.
Good job. Well, you better,
Those that
yeah,
have
we can,
problems.
you can give that up now.
So, but I don't feel anything now that I'm talking about it.
Good.
I'm talking about that, and it's like, oh well, they know what they're doing. They can land the plane, and it's all going to be okay, and I'm not going to die.
That's funny.
It's good.
Well, imagine that you're
Right.
going to live a long life.
Yeah.
Imagine that you're going to live a long life.
Now, is there any other events that used to scare you? I mean, that you remember that were really part of that. Come on, I want you to go back and test them all, because I'm not clear that all the fear is gone just yet. Are you?
Oh, that's great.
That's great.
I'll
That's
test
fun.
something else too.
Good. So you think all your fear is gone?
Yes.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Now,
Sa-
you know what?
Yeah.
What's interesting is that imagine a time in the future. Maybe when you have to fly back home from here. So the course is finished and you go to the airport and here you are in the aircraft and what happens now?
I just start reading a book.
Start reading a book. Good for you.
That's good.
That's different, isn't it?
That's really different. Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
That's great. Good job. Sam.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, give her a hand.
The problem with